JR.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Wait.
Whatever, JR.
Your name is JR and you're from Dallas?
From Dallas?
Yes, sir.
You used to be a show, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got shot back in 1980.
You still alive?
I came back to life. I was born in '82.
Respect. My man, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Gary, very much for the flip challenge. Made a little bit of money on eBay. Also, a little bit of money on Facebook ads. So thank you very much for that, first and foremost.
You're welcome.
Sasha,
Yes.
I had a question mainly for you.
I hope I can
I'm a
answer.
young dad here.
Young dad.
I'm a young dad, and I'm, I guess, struggling with the work-life balance thing. And I know that you guys kind of don't really answer questions because of the context. You know, families, it's just different for different people. But how did you get through those times when you were, working all the time, not really spending a whole lot of time with the kiddos? And then how did you, I guess, establish that relationship later on?
Well, let me tell you something. Looking back, and I'm 60, how old am I? 63.
That's crazy. Is that true? Yeah, you are. Holy shit.
Yeah, 63. Looking back,
That's crazy.
I have regrets. Luckily, it's worked out for me. But I did not go to any games. Gary played baseball and Little League and all that. I didn't go to anything. I mean, at one point in school, everybody was under impression what my wife does not have a husband. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, that was people were talking about and saying that she made up, she had a husband or something, because I work every hour. And you know what? Looking back, again, luckily for me, for the family, things worked out with the kids. But I have a lot of regrets. What I didn't allocate at least a little bit of time.
Because you went completely all in.
Yeah, I completely went all in, and I was always worried about people who's going to steal. Let me tell you something. From my personal experience, you can slip in the goddamn business. If people wants to steal, they're going to steal while you're there.
Dad, do you think that, real quick, Jared, I'm going to deviate because I think this might help a couple people. Do you think that, it was the biggest thing you instilled in me at 14, 15, 16, this fear that employees were going to steal. It was number one, right? Do you feel like that's a complete correlation to being in Soviet Russia, where everybody was stealing?
But we had an employer who, while we both were there, stole a shitload of money.
People steal.
Not money.
Dad, I think people steal.
Yeah.
90% of people here steal time all day. They're not stealing no, that's not what I mean. I don't mean that people stole under my watch every day, let alone under your watch every day. No, you were obsessed with it. Do you believe that was a byproduct of the Soviet system?
Yeah, it's have a lot to do with
because that's what I think in hindsight.
Where I came from and my upbringing. It's definitely have a lot to do.
So what are you telling JR, real quick? Let me tell you something real quick. I apologize, Dad. JR, I don't think when people hear my stories, I don't think they really realize it. We're an extreme family. My dad came to one baseball game.
We're not normal family.
My dad came to one baseball game in my entire life. I can remember it vividly. It was an all-star game. I pitched. I was super pumped. He came with my passed away uncle, Misha. They both came. I was super pumped. That is literally the only event.
Let me interrupt you for a second. At the graduation my daughter had.
In high school?
In high school.
Okay.
In
1997.
They used to call parents to the podium, right?
Oh no! You know what this was? This is when she was a senior, when she was cheerleading, right?
Cheerleading,
yeah.
And they were calling the parents.
The last game, right. Parents come out with the kid,
my
that kind
daughter,
of spiel.
at my daughter's, right, Elizabeth, and I wasn't there, of course. My wife was there with my youngest son, AJ, right? And how old he was?
He was at the time 10.
10. So they call in, Mr. and Mrs. Vaynerchuk, right? And Tamara had AJ, and she's dragging him to the podium, and he didn't want to go. I mean, now you're looking back, it's
AJ got the benefit though.
AJ got the benefit. He was the youngest one, and after so many years working hard and all that.
Plus having Gary in the business.
And Gary in the business, of course, we have to give him credit,
That's how I like it.
Like he doesn't get enough. I start going to his games, and
Which is awesome.
let me tell you something. It's you have to allocate, and I don't know percentages. I don't know how much time, but you have to listen. I'm giving a lot of credit to my daughter-in-law Elizabeth. Matter of fact, her name Elizabeth as well. She makes Gary to spend time with kids on the weekend.
100%.
She's, and you know what? In the beginning, I was kind of. It was foreign to me, and then I said to myself, "It's very important, and that's the right thing to do." So,
JR, are you having a problem with yourself internally or with your partner?
It's a little bit of both, but mainly it's me internally, just kind of feeling guilty about it. I guess just trying to get through the hard times. If there's maybe a piece of advice that you have, just getting through that guilt of
you're talking to two men who have zero guilt for putting in the time at work. Right. I promise you, because I share his DNA. There was never one day in the first 18 years of my life, not one day. You have to understand, to my dad's credit. We live in 2017 now. In 1980 and 90, there was no conversation of work-life balance. Right. There was no pressure on the father to be at the game. Some fathers did it, but that wasn't a conversation. You never heard of that. My dad went through my entire childhood not one day having guilt. I promise you that's truth. Mm-hmm. I know it. I'll tell you why. I don't either. Yes, I spend way more time with my kid. I'm going there right now. Like me and Tyler are looking at each other right now. He's stressed because I have to go do something. What? He's stressed because I have to go to something. And I can't be late. I want to go. I don't want to be late. And I'm having so much fun with you. But I have a kid thing that I'm going to right now. Right now, I will go to more functions at my kid's school than my dad did in his career. But I will tell you this. If I don't go to a single another one from right now to my kids graduating, I will feel zero guilt. Because I know, like my dad knows, that our intent was in the right place. My dad grew up in a place and in the world, and he's old school for old school. My dad's 63 going on 630 in his demeanor. He's old school, right? You love old school shit.
A handshake.
Yeah, handshake, right?
Right.
So, Jared, you have to understand, my dad felt no guilt, and I'll tell you why, JR. He judged himself within himself. And if he knew his intent was to provide for the family, and that was his role, especially when he knew his wife was way better at emotional intelligence and raising the kids, and he was better at doing the thing, and I feel the same way. I know that everything I decide, I'm trying with the best of my ability. Jared, you have to try the best you can. You can't let the outside world, not Sasha or Gary Vaynerchuk, not your partner, not your parents, not a magazine, not a podcast judge you. You just have to do the best you can.
Mm-hmm. Did we answer your question?
Thank you, guys.
Does that make sense?
That definitely makes sense, yeah.
So guess what? If tomorrow you feel like you have to go to the thing, go to the thing. And if the next day you feel like you got to go to the meeting, go to the fucking meeting. Stop judging yourself.
Right. No question about it.
All right, thank you, guys.
You got it, brother. I don't...